Hold your fire! Hold your fire! I have come to surrender.
Boy, oh boy, the comments are going to be fun on this one. I'm a Chase Elliott fan, but there are some Chase Elliott fans that are a little, they're a little over the top. And I'm sure there's some upset Joey Logano fans too, but from what I've seen on the Twitters, most of the people are saying the same thing, but there's a few Chase Elliott fans that are radical Chase Elliott fans that are saying he did nothing wrong, and in fact, it was Joey Logano's fault. We're going to get into that today. We're going to talk about whose fault was it. We're going to look at both instances before the final restart and after the final restart, how it all went down. So the first person to blame, Denny Hamlin. Why would you do this? It's not actually Denny Hamlin's fault. I mean, technically, if it wasn't for Denny Hamlin choking, this wouldn't have happened. But then again, if Denny Hamlin didn't choke, Logano and Elliott wouldn't have had a shot at the win, in my opinion. So Hamlin hits the wall with about 10 to go, allows Logano and Elliott to get by him. And when they go into the turn, if we watch it here, so you can see here Hamlin, Elliott going by, and then getting into the corner. Elliott tries to run Logano up the track a bit. Looks like he gets him loose. It doesn't look like he makes contact, but in the process, you can see that when Logano goes up the track, he gets loose. He makes contact with the wall, makes contact with Hamlin. Hamlin slides down the racetrack, makes contact with B.J. McLeod. And there's a caution. So Logano was not happy, and under caution, he hits the back bumper of the number 9, shows his displeasure. There, I don't really see a reason for Logano to be mad. I mean, that looked like it was just kind of hard racing, trying to get the lead there from Hamlin, trying to get ahead of Hamlin. And Logano just got loose. I don't think Elliott made contact with him there. I think the air behind him, or maybe a little bit of contact from Hamlin, got him loose. But what I'm seeing here, I mean, obviously Logano's upset he hit the wall, but I don't think Elliott hit him right there. So I think Logano being upset there is a little... I mean, he should be upset he hit the wall, but he shouldn't be mad at Elliott. I don't think Elliott did anything wrong there. Now moving on to what we all know and saw. God. Oh, this is ugly. 5 laps to go, restart time. Joey Logano had a great short run car, especially like at the very beginning of a short run. Elliott's car took a couple laps to break in, but Elliott got a great jump on this restart, first of all. But Logano was able to get to him quickly, and Elliott knew that once Logano got ahead, he was screwed. Elliott just, he knew he was screwed, basically. And I think Elliott was a bit upset at first when they came off of turns 3 and 4 that next lap after the restart, because Logano kind of slid up in front of him. I don't think Elliott liked that a ton, so Elliott went into 1 and 2, tried to do a bump and run, which is perfectly fine. That's a racing move you see all the time. Go for it. I see that all the time. Sure. But going into 3... What is this? What am I watching? Oh, my. Oh, Chase, what are you doing? That's on Chase Elliott, guys. I mean, Elliott fans are trying to defend him, saying he cut a tire. If he did, okay, but I don't think he did. He just goes full send into this corner, like just loses grip, slides up the racetrack, gets really loose, hits Logano. When he hits Logano, he can't do anything about it. Ruins him and Logano's day. So there's seriously no other way to say it. As for the reactions, Chase Elliott, he said he was to blame for it. No dip. It's his fault. Elliott made just a boneheaded move there, in my opinion. Was it as bad as the Kyle Busch thing? No, not exactly, because this was in a turn. You're expected to make stupid mistakes like that in the turn. Kyle's was on straightaway. They were both dumb, don't get me wrong. What Kyle Busch did at Darlington was dumb. What Chase Elliott did here at Bristol was dumb. He should not have done it. But also, if you look at Chase Elliott's history, he has done a couple of dumb things like this before. He has not done it a lot, but he has done it a couple times. If we look at the truck race from one of the years a few years ago, he did absolutely dump someone for a win. And if you go to Martinsville 2017, he ran Keselowski up the racetrack at Martinsville to try to win, and eventually got dumped himself. But from Joey Logano's standpoint, here's something I don't like about Logano. Logano is an aggressive driver, which I'm totally fine with. Aggressive driving I love aggressive driving. I think it makes it so much more interesting. Joey Logano is such a talented driver. He makes so many of these battle for the wins, battle for the lead so much more interesting because of his aggressiveness. But you see instances like Martinsville 2018 fall race when he moved Truex for the lead, for the win, banged him up a little bit. You see 2015 Matt Kenseth when he spun him out for the lead. You see those instances, and Joey Logano says, oh, it's hard racing. But then someone does it back to him, and he gets really upset, and he loses his mind a little bit. As we saw last year at Martinsville, there was a little stack up at Martinsville. Hamlin pinched him in the wall. Logano blows a tire. It ends up getting a top 10 anyways. And Logano just like loses it and runs off, hits Hamlin and runs off, and is like, you want to fight? You want to fight? After he runs away. And I'm like, Joey, what are you doing? So that I don't understand it from that standpoint. Like, they couldn't fight here because, you know, Rona and stuff. But I'm sure Joey would have wanted to fight Chase, and I would have been fine with the fight, honestly. But Chase deserved, if there was a fight, I think he would have deserved it a bit. Chase Elliott, what he did on that second part was dumb. It wasn't intentional. It was just a hard, aggressive move for the win. A dumb, aggressive move for the win. It's definitely his fault. There's no way you can defend that. I think the tire is the only thing, and I don't think he had a tire down. I think he just tried to slide it in the corner. Maybe a slide job. Maybe he thought he could do that, but he realized that if Logano got clear, there was no way that Elliott would be able to do anything. So he said, screw it. I'll just send it in here. Hopefully something good happens. Nothing good happened. It ruined both their days. Quite unfortunate ending for both those drivers. Had great cars. Poor results for them both. And as for Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, their reactions. Chase Elliott took blame for it, which he didn't really have an option otherwise. But we've seen him do a couple things like that in the past. And for Logano, like I said, when he does it, it's just hard racing. But when someone else does it to him, he gets really mad about it, and it causes some conflict. Like, I think Joey Logano has every right to be mad in this situation. He had a top 5 car, competing for a win. And he was wrecked. He was straight up wrecked when he was leading the race. He was passing the guy for the win, and he just gets absolutely shoved into the wall. He has every right to be mad, but you also got to look. He's done something like that before, and he claims it's hard racing. So you get my point. You know, if you got to look at it both ways. You know, I don't know other way to say it. You get my point. But yeah, just in conclusion, once again, Logano has every right to be mad. Chase Elliott was in the wrong in the second time. The first instance, I don't think Logano should have been mad at Elliott. I think that's just he got loose and hit the wall, was trying to clear Hamlin, whatever. And as for the personality, they both had histories of some incidents that have hurt them, and they've done stupid stuff, and how they react to it, it's whatever. But yeah, that's it for today. NASCAR schedule. Future schedule might get announced this week. Look out for that. Apparently there's a chance fans could be in the stands for Homestead and Talladega in a few weeks. So, whoa. I'm not saying I'm going to be there, but I'm just saying, whoa, if you get to go there, woo NASCAR. It's going to be a reduced crowd, obviously, but once we get that future schedule, we will look at that in detail. I will tell you what I think about it, tell you if Texas can have fans. I might be there. I'll try to get there. But yeah, we're going to have a good time talking about that. Hopefully that comes out later this week. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me how you feel in the comments. Yeah, I can't defend Chase Elliott there. I'm sorry, guys.